Hey everyone, it's me. I wanted to check in and ask you guys. So it is right now. It's 1 degrees here where I'm at. I'm really curious what the weather is where everybody else lives. This whole week is supposed to be absolutely freezing, and Friday I saw it was going to be like -4 in the day. So I'm really curious what everybody else weather is. Are you guys getting snow? Also, with this cold weather, if you're getting the cold weather, if it's hot where you are, tell me what the degrees it is, because I would like to imagine what it is. I am not a winter person. There are some people who love winter. I don't understand that, but they go skiing and sledding and ice skating, things like that. I hate winter. I don't like any of that. Um, I can deal with the cold if there's no snow on the ground, but it's like chilly. But I still don't like it. Like, I don't like to go out unless I have to. Now, once I go out, I'm fine. Like, it's like my body, I guess, gets used to it. Um, and then I don't want to come home. But I am not a winter person. I get depression. I get all of it. Really bad. So I stay home as much as possible. Now I do have a reason to go out, like every week at least once, to go see my mom. Or I had a doctor's appointment the other day, last week. But I hate winter. I could, I need to be somewhere that's warm all year round, and I don't know how I haven't made it there yet. Um, but it is -1 degrees right now. And it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know. I think it's supposed to get up to 20, which I'm like, okay, that's a heat wave. Maybe I should go see my mom today. Because it looks like the rest of the week is going to be really bad, except for that I am supposed to go to dinner with one of my friends this week. And she's used to this weather. She doesn't seem to mind it. If I can like go from the door to the car, and I'm fine. But if like we have to go somewhere that you have to park ways away and can't drop me off at the door, I can't. Anyway, so which reminds me of like where I live now. They don't call school off. Rarely do we get school called off for snow or cold. I don't think they'll call off Friday. It's supposed to be -4. I don't think they'll call off unless the buses get frozen shut. Then they might. They always leave it up to the parent if you want to keep your kids home or not. So, yeah. But then my other thing is, it reminds me of when I was younger and I was still in school. And where I'm from, it's a very hilly and countrified place. So there was a time that we had months off of school. If it rains, it floods. So then we got school caught off. If it snows, school was cut off because the buses couldn't, and the plow trucks couldn't get to the country because it's like one lanes that's wider than the plow trucks, pretty much, or not wider. And so, yeah, I remember as a little girl, that's back when we had to watch the news to see if our school got caught off. And, the words would be at the bottom of the screen. if school was cut off, and we would sit there holding on for dear life, hoping our school would be cut off. And there was, I think we were off for a whole month or longer, on and off, pretty much like all the whole month. And even as little kids, yeah, we're playing in the snow, we're making snowmen, we're doing snow angels, but it actually got boring after a while. We weren't seeing our friends, we couldn't go out. We had to be home with our, whoever we lived with, so our parents or siblings, and so, yeah, it got to the point that it got boring. So we really couldn't, I think, wait to go back to school at that point. And like I said, if it rained, it floods. If it floods, school's cut off where I'm from. Now, I don't think they're as bad as, well, they don't seem to be maybe as bad as they used to be. But they have had a lot of school off this year again. You would think they would learn to make their roads wider or some kind of system, right? So it's really different from like where I'm from compared to where I'm at now, where we rarely get school called off. I can't remember if we've had, did we? I can't remember if we've even had a snow day this year, like where they called off. Because they're really good at getting out there, getting the roads cleared. Like in an hour, like after it's done snowing and they're clearing the roads, you can even tell, like other than the piles of snow like on the side and the grass, the roads, you can't even tell it was snowing. Of course, where I live now is not hilly. Ooh, sorry guys. It's not hilly. It's very flat. And, I mean, we have country, but not like probably where I'm from. And so, yeah. So, school doesn't get cut off very often. It has to be. Well, there was one year that I lived here, and we ended up with 22 inches of snow. 22, guys. They had the first day it snowed off, and they were back the next day, I promise. So, yeah, so it's just crazy how, like, every state is so different with calling off school and depending on, the atmosphere and the roads and the hills are flat or, so, yeah. So, tell me the longest you remember being out of school for weather, or if you ever were. Maybe you were never out. Anyways, I would be curious to hear that. Do you guys like winter, or is it not your thing? If you love winter, that's wonderful. I'm just not, like, I'm not somebody that, like, I like walking. Like, if you guys know me at all, I'm always out walking in the summer, which is horrible, obviously, because of heat, then, but, people are like, I don't see that many people walking in, like, out in this kind of weather. Like, they always say, oh, walk all year round, no matter where, walk in the snow. No. I don't see people out there enjoying walking in the snow. I have never seen one. Maybe there is. If so, I don't know where to look for them. But I have never seen anyone like, oh, I can't wait to put on my heavy jacket and go walking in the snow. And I'm not one that I'm not a runner. So I can't just wear shorts and my body heat is going to take over. So, yeah. So if you do exercise, are you exercising at home or are you in a gym in the winter? Or are you just not doing anything until it gets warm? Which, truthfully, that's kind of me. I don't go to the gym, like I said, so, and then I did have an elliptical machine and a treadmill here at my house, but when my mom was coming home, to make room for her bed and everything, I got rid of both of the machine. So I do have like weights and stuff. But yeah, let me know, please, in the comment. Talk to you guys later. Bye.